Hey, what is up, you ridiculous Rabombies? With the Daytona Regionals just passing, of course, we have to take a look at and play some games with Xander Pero's super interesting, super calculated, super checked out ADP list. And this is it. This is the ADP Xander Pero used to get second place at Daytona Regionals. There's a lot of cool cards in here. One of the first ones is the custom catchers, opting for not, 2 or 3 great catchers, just putting some custom catchers in there. Give yourself the option to bring up non-GX Pokemon to take knockouts, which can be pretty important to close out games, and also very important in the Mewtwo matchup, so they can focus. So you can focus down a Turtonator, which is one of the few ways that the Mewtwo deck can actually get through Keldeo-GX's Pure Heart ability, which is the main strategy against Mewtwo, is just set up 2 Keldeos and force them to try and get through both, which can be super awkward and super hard for them to actually do. The next thing is the Rosas in the deck. When one of our Pokemon is knocked out, we can search deck for a Pokemon, a trainer card, and a basic energy. So it really allows us to kind of just set up and pull off our combos. One of the big things in this match, or in this deck as well, is the counter game, which we can utilize with Keldeo really well. And also we have this Mimikyu here with the copycat attack, where we can use copy the last attack one of our opponents Pokemon used that is not a GX attack. So in Mirror Match, if they Ultimate Ray first and knock something else out, then we can go Copycat Ultimate Ray, knock out that one-shot their ADP, and then put some energy in play. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to utilize the counter gain, which is super cool. We have one of the main ways we find it is the Rosa. We can also find it with the Guzma Hala though as well, which is good as a one-of in here. It's good as a one-of. And then, yeah, we got 9 metal, or 5 metal, 6 water, 2 rainbows. The rainbows is how we utilize this guy. And also give us a way to find energy through the Guzma and Hala as well. And that's pretty much all I have to say. On top of that, you got the one of Cryogonal, which has become a staple. And then there's one of the Get Lost Giraffe, which is very good in a couple different matchups, potentially against Mewtwo sometimes if our opponent kind of missteps, doesn't expect it. Or, if they just have to Dedenne on a turn and they have to put something in the discard pile they don't want to, then we can put it in the Lost Zone and they lose access to it for the rest of the game. Good against the control decks like Dollstall and Pidgey Control as well. Very good against both those. Makes it awkward for our opponent to kind of play the game, and then if they ever misstep, we can punish them with the Get Lost. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say on the deck. Like I said, super cool build coming out of Xander at the Daytona Regional Championships, so I thought, we may as well try it out, right? There's no reason not to go ahead and give this a shot and play some games, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, we're going first here in this one. We are up against Pidgey Control. I did just kind of talk about this matchup a little bit. Super annoying matchup to have to deal with. Let me tell you, super annoying deck to have to deal with, but we're going to do our best here. I don't mind putting Keldeo in play, I don't think. Put this guy in play as well. Get that, and then we get the Lillie for 4. I took the Guzma and Hala to give ourselves some option to find stuff like Escape Board, which we just drew into. That's fine. Gonna go ahead and grab a custom catcher here. Yeah, super annoying matchup to have to play against. But if we can just GX attack and then attack the turn after, we're gonna be in a fine spot. Go ahead, pass over to our opponent. Yeah, it is the Pidgey Control. I think there is a Snow Runt here, but they have been playing that, so they have an answer to the Cryogonal to be able to knock that out. So that's not too ridiculous to see. There's an immediate reset stamp from our opponent. I guess we did have 7 cards in our hand, but that's a lot of energy, so I'm not really complaining too much. Okay, I was going to say, what the heck, custom for 2, but they were trying to get the draw with the custom catcher, so it makes sense for them to have used the reset stamp there. There's a fail on the Pokegear, and the pass is exactly what we're looking to see in this matchup. Nobody wants to play against this deck. I'm so happy that they are drawing poorly. I did Stellar Wish there first. I don't know if I should have, actually, now that I'm kind of thinking about it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Pidgey Control drawing poorly. Not gonna lie, I'm not. I know I was one of the first people to play around with the deck, but that doesn't mean I like the deck. All right, it's got our GX attack cooking. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll go ahead and throw a Swell out there. Who knows, maybe they'll reset stamp us again next turn. We do have an 8-card hand, and then maybe they put a power plant in play, and then we'd want to use the Dedenne, so let's just go ahead and put the power plant out there and get things cooking here. There we go, they got a bird. They're in business here. Not dead in the water yet. We're hopefully hoping to make them dead in the water on the next turn, though. We're hoping to knock out Snow Runt, then go into Keldeo, take a knockout, and take a knockout, and then the game to pretty much be over. We'll see if our opponent will be able to set up the reset stamp play to combat us. I don't think so, not with the kind of start they're having. So here's a knockout on the Snow Runt, like I just said. Get ourselves water. Whoa, metal. load up the Keldeo, and then we want to get this guy out of the active without hard retreating, because we don't want to let them bring this up when it has no energy on it. That's what we're trying to avoid. There's a Calm that'll thin out our hand a little bit. That can thin out our hand, so we can maybe get to a Switch card or a Mallow and Lana top deck / Tag Call top deck to use Mallow and Lana would be great. And then we want to go into Keldeo because our opponent can't Articuno Keldeo because of its pure heart ability. So they would need Power Plant in play, but we have a Chaotic Swell in play, and we have Chaotic Swell in hand, so we're able to just like stick a Chaotic Swell in play. They can't Power Plant and Articuno us in the same turn, which means we pretty much just win the game off the Keldeo, because they would need to like bring up ADP and have the Articuno combo. So they need a whole ton of stuff in their hand to be able to actually do that. We can also go into the Cryogonal here if we want to. That's also an option. Cryogonal is super good in this matchup. If we can just draw 2 prize cards with it and then take our last couple prize cards with a Keldeo or an ADP would be pretty good. We might just actually go into Cryogonal here and kind of lock this one up. Take away the potential of them ever being able to pull off a combo on us. Because we could actually just go Cryogonal, bring up the Ditto, knock it out if it doesn't evolve, and then they wouldn't be able to play item cards, and then we would probably just win the game. There's a Crushing Hammer and a Tails and a Pass. But I think we can pretty much win the game in a whole ton of ways at this point. Yeah, I'm not like afraid at all of our opponent. But if I am hard retreating this, I think I do want to be Cryogonal. So we can go like this, attach, retreat. And then we can go double custom, bring up the Ditto. And then we can play the Cherish Ball and fail it, because we don't want any of that. Then I'm going to bench Giraffe, because Giraffe's just good in the matchup, and if they do reset samples, we might just want access to it. We'll leave 1 bench space open. There's a Switch. We're going to go ahead and throw the Escape Board. Maybe we just hold the Escape Board, and then we just Frozen Lock, knock this out. Our opponent can't play items, so they can't Reset Stamp, they can't Crushing Hammer, they can't Great Catcher or Custom Catchers, and then we should just be able to retreat into Keldeo and then win the game. There should be nothing our opponent can do. The one thing they can do to stop us was they could go Articuno to the active, rip this energy, Reset Stamp, and then we can't find an energy. So I guess I should have actually put the Escape Board on the Cryogonal. That would have prevented that as a potential option from our opponent. But I don't think they're going to have that, so we should just be able to retreat to Keldeo, Sonic Edge, knock out a Rangaroo, and then game over. If I had to guess, I can't think of anything our opponent could do to get out of that situation. No, should be over. Attach, retreat, Sonic Edge, 2 prize cards. They already attached return onto the Rangaroo, but I guess they could still get Articuno. That's the one thing I guess I didn't play around, was Articuno Reset Stamp. So we should have put the Escape Board there, but doesn't matter. There's a concession, and we do take the dub here over the Pidgey Control. Thank goodness. I do hate Pidgey Control. Into another game. Super strong opening hand. No idea what we're up against. Probably Green Zard here. That's fine. Attach this, Chaotic Swell, get that Lillie going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Slowish. And I don't know, I guess that seems okay. I'm not sure what I actually want from there, but that'll do. And we could calm that away, but we might want, who knows, we might just want to draft next turn. So I think we're just going to pass over to our opponents. You never know when you're going to want to draft your opponent. It could be now, it could be never, it could be as soon as next turn, it could be as soon as right now. I think I just repeated myself there, but that's fine. Yeah, I would have to assume our opponent is playing Green Zard here, which is a pretty good matchup in my experience. Or it's close. It can be close. It depends what kind of build it depends if they have weakness guard energy. There's actually a lot of factors, isn't there? There's actually a lot of factors for this matchup. Weakness guard energy being one of them. Us being able to find our Chaotic Swells. Them having Faba. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff actually in this matchup that changes a lot of things. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely confident in it. I think we can definitely win. There's an unidentified fossil. That'll be annoying, but not too ridiculously hard to deal with. Because we're not gonna have to bench that much stuff. Our hand drew out pretty well. There's a Mega Lopunny. That guy's not weak to water, but not too worried about that either. And yeah, there's the Flare starter setting up the Charizard and Braixen. That's fine with me. Here we go. Gonna draw for turn, then we're gonna Tag Call. Is a Reset Stamp. We'll definitely want that later on. And then we want the Cynthia and Caitlin. Or do we want the good? No, we want the Cynthia and Caitlin and the ADP. I think I'm discarding the ADP here. I can't think of anything else to discard. That's the problem here. But I don't really want to get rid of ADP. But I guess he's got to go, actually. Yeah, he's got to go. Goodbye. Get the Lillie. And we'll draw some cards. Energy is very good. I am going to calm away the Giraffe to get myself a Keldeo. I should have... Oh, only one Keldeo on the deck. That's a concern. Should have Stellar Wish first, but it's really not that big of a deal. There's the Escape Board. Definitely going to try and get another Stellar Wish off here. Utilize these switches before they become just kind of dead weight. Extra cards we're just never going to utilize. Take another switch. And then Escape Board, Metal Energy. Oh wait, the problem with putting another Jirachi in play is that now I am that much more trapped by the Omastar. I am not supposed to put another Jirachi in play, of course. Well, I have done it again. I have messed up, folks. Here's the alter creation. I should not have put Jirachi in play. We wanted access to items. I have now taken away our access to items. I am so sorry. Please accept my apology. Yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes. Could have easily fixed this by just not putting the Jirachi in play, and then we would have been fine. It wouldn't have been a problem. Of course, I messed it up. Now it is a big deal. Now it is a problem. And, well, here we are, I guess. We don't just lose. That's good. But it's not very good, the situation I put us in. So, yeah, we'll see where this one goes. I'm going to go ahead and switch out the dude next turn with the Mallow Lana. We'll definitely reset stamp our opponent here. When we punch this, Charizard breaks in, then we definitely want another reset stamp for the following turn. Yeah. So we're going to reset stamp. Probably try and play the Lillie for a couple cards. Oh, no, we're going to use Mallow Lana this turn. So we're not playing the Lillie for a couple cards. Yeah, there's the Brilliant Flare. We are going to Mallow Lana. That's what we're doing. We're using Mallow Lana. End of story. Deal some damage. Get rid of Lillie plus the counter gain, probably. Want to keep the switches so I can keep using Stellar Wishes, but when this thing gets set up, we're not going to be able to do that because I messed up. And I benched a Jirachi. Yikes. Maybe we'll try and keep the Lillie, actually. All right, we'll see what we draw. Water Energy. Definitely want that. No, I think counter game plus what's it called goes. Heal up. I'm going to use 2 Stellar Wishes here. Utilize that switch like I was talking about. Definitely want the Chaotic Swell for later. And then we're going to switch into the other Jirachi. We will reset stamp them like I talked about. Definitely want to get rid of whatever they currently got going in hand. There's another reset stamp. That's very good. Definitely want to reset stamp them again on the following turn. Yeah, so that sets up pretty well. And then if we just knock out this plus this, the game is over. So that's what we're looking to do. Knock out Breaks in Zard. Then knock out one of these guys. And then we're chilling. And there's the Ultimate Ray. Punch him really hard. Fully set up the Keldeo. And then, yeah, we're pretty much there. We're almost there. Despite my mistake of benching the extra Jirachi when they're obviously setting up Omastar, we're still in a very good spot here. Pretty much set up to take this one. Almost there. We're very close. Almost there. Need to knock this guy out. And then we just need a second custom catcher for the Keldeo to knock this guy out. And then we're in business. I fully expect to actually get reset stamped after we knock out this first active of our opponents. But I think I definitely want to take away their Brilliant Flare again. After they attack with Brilliant Flare, I think I definitely want to take it away with the reset stamp. I don't want to let them have that access to that Brilliant Flare. We'll see what they get here off this screen. They could actually grab a reset stamp here themselves, knowing we have a reset stamp in our hand, taking away our reset stamp so that we can't reset stamp them to take away, which probably would something that would give them access to reset stamps. So we could see that happening here. That would actually be an interesting development. But it's also possible they just and maybe candy out the Omastar. They would need like communication plus rare candy here probably to get that off. So that's potential. There's a rare candy and a Mallow Lana, but they can't play the Mallow Lana, but they did grab rare candy, which makes me think they have the Omastar in hand right now. Unless they were looking for stuff to grab. But grabbing the Mallow Lana almost never makes sense because this thing is always getting knocked out. Unless they hard retreat it to the Volcanion. I did not expect that at all. That is peculiar. I don't think I want to... Yeah, that's interesting. All right. Switch to this guy. Use Stellar Wish. Grab the Tag Call. I don't think I want to reset stamp that hand. Tag Call and get this and this. Gonna retreat to ADP. We're then going to Mallow Lana, the ADP. Get rid of this and this. Fully healed ADP. Keldeo to the active. Sonic Edge for the knockout on this Volcanion. Get ourselves 2 prize cards. Hopefully another Keldeo. There's a custom catcher. That's pretty good as well. There's a Cynthia Caitlin. All right. And there's the contention from our opponent. I'm not surprised. All right, so I think we played that pretty well. Besides benching the Jirachi, they were never able to set up the Omastar, but it was still a mistake to bench a second Jirachi. We wanted to try and use items for as long as possible, and benching Jirachi made that definitely potential for that to be more difficult than we wanted it to be, but it's fine. Ended up working out in the end. Got the dub. Yeah, don't bench a Jirachi there, though, next time. If you guys are ever in that position, do not bench the Jirachi. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video on Xander Pero's Rosa ADP. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give the video a like. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and don't bench Jirachi.